I'm James Wimp Jr., and this is multiple Mass Effect Andromeda theories. So another one I watched, people were wondering about the Geth, and I already put a video up about me telling you how there could have been a rogue fraction of Geth, a rogue fraction of Collectors, a rogue fraction of Protheans. And if you look at the cat, they kind of look like skulled face Protheans, only their heads aren't as big as Javik's head. Their heads are more like human heads instead of ant type, roach type head thingies. You know, um, you know, it's just it's kind of a funky head shape, but they have all these bones and stuff sticking out of their asses too. So I'm thinking, all right, well, if there's a set of rogue people everywhere, that has gone and left the galaxy, the fear of the Reaper is a good way. But 50,000 years before the Protheans, there might have been a race of people that the Protheans had mentioned, because Javik had mentioned them, and it was 50,000 years before that did they probably first strike. So we're not going to say any of the Leviathans left, because we know that they found a place to hide. But I have to ask you guys if you think that maybe, just maybe, the Keepers are the Arachni, because they have the same physical shape. I think the Arachni might have more legs than the Keepers, but that might have been that first failed attempt to fight the Reapers, and then they made the Keepers, and then they made the Citadel. I think it's all possible, and I think they do hint at it at a couple of times. And if you get a really good look at the Arachni in the first game, and then you look at the Keepers in the first and second and third game, they do kind of resemble the Arachni, just without the antennae stuff scrambling all over the place. And it's kind of complicated when you look at it, because no one really knows what the hell the origins of the Keeper was, except maybe that Solarian that you helped scan and that Volus that maybe you helped scan. They probably know exactly what the Keepers are. Now, I will say this: you don't know what happens to Michael and Rebecca after you meet them on the Citadel. You also don't know what happens to Dr. Michelle, but we know that they're not going to be in Andromeda because they were in the third game, and clearly the Project Andromeda left long before that even comes down. Now, my question is, what about the other species? You know, I've already given you the fact that Protheans were doing spaceflight. There's possible that they could have got caught in a cosmic storm and a meteor shower and got knocked off course and fell into the last relay that takes them into deep space, and maybe they became the remnant. You never know. And hopefully they won't do that. Hopefully the remnant will be an original thing, you know, or maybe they'll be like the cousins of the Protheans. Like, here, when we were discovered, we were all initially born in a different galaxy, and we went to the Milky Way and Andromeda and spawned off in different directions. Like double species, because you have red ants, you have black ants, and you have other color ants. So you kind of gotta take it as it is. And it's like, all right, Native Americans originated out of Asia, so you have thousands of tribes. But when you go to Asian countries, it's like maybe you have like 7 Asian countries, not counting the North and South. So you have Korea, you have Vietnam, you have Laos, you have China, you have Japan, you have Indonesia, and you have the Philippines. You also have Tahiti, which is also an Asian country. So if all those guys are different types of Asians, so I figured that you might be like different types of Protheans, like Javik said. They also touched on that on one of those Andromeda Nerd videos that I watched today, so shout out to Andromeda Nerds. They touched on a lot of stuff today that caught my interest, but I also want to know, like, alright, they're leaving. How come their tech's so much better? The Omni tool looks cool, it doesn't take up all the fucking space on your hand. Which is the only thing I really hated about the entire Mass Effect saga is the Omni tool. Why couldn't it just be like as small as a wristwatch? Because you don't need that much Omni tool. I mean, it should be able to grow at need. Like if it becomes a shield, like Agent Coulson, it should like burst out and be what you need. But it shouldn't cover up your whole hand 24 hours a day. You know. Also, they talked about the biotic powers and all this stuff, and that was pretty good. I personally, when I first started playing, I never was a biotic. I was always a soldier, always a soldier, always a soldier. And now I only have two biotics that I use. I have played each character, all fem chefs, with different biotic abilities. I've been an adept. I've been a sentinel. I prefer vanguard and infiltrator, and I think soldier's the last one. I think you only get 5 options. But I prefer vanguard and infiltrator, and if I could be a combo of those two, then I'm straight. That's all I need. If I could be a soldier, vanguard, infiltrator, I don't need to worry about the adept and all that other stuff. I don't really like adept and sentinel. I'm currently on the third game as a sentinel. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't transfer from the first game, so I don't get Conrad Werner. I don't get Giara Paracini, and we know that she didn't go on a trip either. We know Conrad didn't go on a trip because he's in the third game. So, um, if you don't kill Balak, he's in the third game. But what happened to his buddy Char? Because he's not in the third or the second game. So you're like, okay, well, what happened to that guy? And it's a lot of people that if you don't kill them, some of them are in the second game, some of them are not. The guy that runs Chorus Den, if you don't let Rex kill him, he's in Afterlife. The lady who's gets you to kill the other two drug guys, if you don't kill her or arrest her, she's in Afterlife. So you have to look carefully for these people when you play the first game. If you don't kill them, they'll surprisingly show up in the second game. And so does Conrad Werner. I don't know what you can do to not have him show up other than not play the first game. Or play the first game and not have the game transfer over, which totally freaking sucks. So, I'm going to make another video, but I won't be doing a Mass Effect theory. I will probably be doing a different comic or cartoon theory, and I will be reading my X-Men Death of X-Men saga this weekend. So tomorrow I'll be reading the first book. I was supposed to do it tonight and yesterday, and things just got in my way, and that kind of totally fracked up my whole thing. So this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is 7.5 minutes of your life you can't get back. I am sorry. Much love to you guys. Be seeing you.